What's up, YouTubers? I'm Ryanson1, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the N64. In the last episode, we did most of the Dodongos Cavern, so in this episode, we're gonna fight the boss. Alright, so I've been gone for about 3 months. Alright, so I got Breath of the Wild back when it came out, and I got distracted with it. So I decided, I'll wait until I beat it. By the time I beat it, I was so off routine that it was kind of hard to get back into recording. Plus, all kinds of stuff happened, like me going on vacation for 2 weeks and stuff like that. But I am back. And here is the boss. And this is the Infernal Dinosaur, King Dodongo. So how do you... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so when he opens his mouth, he's trying to breathe fire, but you just throw a bomb at him right there. And, alright, dodge him as he rolls. Alright, so I might just briefly give my thoughts on Breath of the Wild. I'm not going to give, a full review and everything, but... Sense of exploration, definitely good. I haven't played too many open world games, but I definitely am going to get into more. I'm definitely going to get Skyrim when it comes out on Switch, but for a Zelda game, exploration was great. World was huge, interesting throughout. I never got bored. I would just play with hours on end. And, when you get far enough to the game, the rewards for exploring... Oh, hey, he's already dead. The rewards for exploring just... aren't as useful anymore, but they're still fun to get, Zelda rewards have never really been that useful anyway. But for the first 30 hours, it can be pretty useful to go around and fight enemy camps and just see what there is to find. And art style is gorgeous, and even though a lot of the bosses look similar, they played out very differently. I thought they were pretty fun. Combat, best in the series. Music was beautiful. Some people say there was a lack of music, but I don't know, there's really only a lack of it in the overworld, and that's because it was supposed to be more nature-themed, so lack of music kind of captured the atmosphere, but, the rest of the game had plenty of music. It was awesome. It was epic adventure. Ending, I'm not going to spoil anything. It was kind of disappointing, but I didn't hate it. I played through the final boss a second time, and I appreciated the ending more than I did the first time. It's me, Darunia. Well done! Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from Dodongo's Cavern until our stomachs burst. What a wild adventure. It will make an incredible story. Even though I didn't see any of what you did in that cavern. I can't believe that the Dodongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers, even though there was only 2 plus the king in the entire dungeon. And that big rock blocking the cave. All this trouble must have been caused by that Gerudo thief, Ganondorf. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone. Only then will I open the cave for you. You, on the other hand, risked your life for us. Kid, I like you. How's about you and I become sworn brothers? No, there's no big ceremony involved. Just take this as a token of our friendship." Darunia. He kind of reminds me of Daruk from Breath of the Wild now. The game is out. Except I like Daruk a lot better, but still. Daruk is such an underrated champion. Okay, I'm ruining the moment. You obtained the Goron's rupee. This is a spiritual stone of fire passed down by the Gorons. You don't know what he means by sworn brothers, but if you collected 2 spiritual stones, you have 1 more to find. Brother! You'll keep brushing up on your skills as you travel, won't you? You should go see the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. She will power you up. Hey everybody, let's see off our brother. You did great. How about a big Goron hug, brother? walking like zombies. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Goron City to get gold Skulltula I missed, plus a few heart pieces and some other stuff. Actually, it's only one heart piece, I think. And is nighttime approaching? Because this looks like sunset. Okay. There. Dodged you again. First time this time. Alright. And in here we get purple rupee. Worth 50 rupees. And it looks like there should be a secret here, but like, I remember on other playthroughs of this game, I would drop bombs multiple times and no secret would come up, and I've always been so confused by that. I still don't remember if there's a secret there, and if there is, how to get there, but... Okay. So we jump down to this floor. Alright, there's a sign over here. If you can stop my wild rolling, you might get something great. Hot Rod or Goron. Alright, so as he comes this way, let's drop a bomb. Alright, I'll give you this praise of your courage. I'll give you this in praise of your courage. We get a big bomb bag, so now we can carry more bombs, up to 30. And now, let's go upstairs. Go to these rocks. Okay, one thing I will say about Breath of the Wild, since I'm kind of giving my thoughts on the game this episode, I do think the story is rather underrated. Like, sure, it's not, like, as deep and complex, and sure, like, your main goal is just destroy Ganon, but, like, I like to keep more than the end goal in mind. There's, like, a lot of backstory that, like, I was really interested in throughout the game until I learned all the backstory. And, like, the emotion in the cutscenes, it's great. And I just like seeing, like, the post-apocalyptic world, which, of course, there's multiple games that have stories like that, but, like, still, it worked very well in Breath of the Wild. And I kind of liked how you could just pick up the story in bits and pieces rather than just actively immersed in what's going on. So it was a different way of telling the story, and I thought it was great. Alright, 100 rupees right there. And, ow! You just popped out right at me. You can get our gold Skulltula right here. There's bugs. I think I'm good on bugs. Yeah. And where did those hearts come from? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, get into stories on Breath of the Wild, but, like, I just wanted to say it was underrated. Kind of explained what I like about the story. Like, I'm not gonna, like, spoil any twists or major events. And Darunia's back here. Deku stick. It would have been cool if I hit those pots. Now, what could these Deku sticks be for? I'm gonna pick it up even though my wallet's full. Torch. I shouldn't have replaced my slingshot. That's actually pretty useful. It's a useful item. I don't know, like... People complain about Ocarina of Time, as well as 3D Zelda games in general, just not letting you use your items enough, but... like, you use them some outside the dungeons, you get them. Like, of course, Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild both made their use of their items greatly. Like, the first 4 3D Zelda games, like, I can kind of see where people are coming from, but I don't know, like, it wasn't like everything was so useless that it was bothersome. Like, it was used enough. Like, sure, the items could have been used more, but the item usage in the first 4 3D Zelda games, just, they're not terrible. Like, I still use a good amount of the items quite a bit, so it doesn't really annoy me. It doesn't feel like I just have a bunch of wasted space. And if I had room, I would have gotten 25 rupees from that. But hey, there is something this episode that I'm gonna spend my rupees on. Foreshadowing. And it's something I'm not looking forward to. Not because it's like... It's a mini game, and not because the mini game is horrible, but because I'm so bad at it. Like, I suck at this mini game that we're gonna be doing later this episode, and I am not looking forward to it. Let's not worry about that right now. First, we're gonna go see the Great Fairy. And aha! Now I'm following him, but he's way too fast for me. Like, at least he can't knock me over. Okay, now sunset is coming. Sunset does look pretty beautiful for an N64 game. Like, I don't know, like, these graphics definitely look dated, but I don't know, there's something I like about them, especially in the N64 version, that I don't know, I just do. But, you know, I don't really play games for graphics, so it's not really a big deal. No, Link, do not do that. Alright. Okay, that still hurt me. I thought maybe the shield would block the explosion, but I guess Zelda wanted to have some realism for once. Alright, and here we have a cow. Now, if you have an empty bottle, you can play Epona's song. We've learned that song, right? Yeah, you can play Epona's song for a cow, and they'll give you milk if you have an empty bottle, but I don't have an empty bottle. I already have milk, and probably not even gonna use it. And I may just, like, use it to get rid of some space. And of course, I want to keep my bugs. Alright. So the shield blocks these giant fiery rocks, but it doesn't block explosions. Well, I guess explosions are way more powerful, but still. I guess it's a pretty strong shield, just not strong enough for explosions. But it could handle the explosions back in Dodongos Cavern when we fought Armos. So I guess it's just bombs have more powerful explosions. Maybe it's just positioning. Okay, can these rocks stop falling? Kind of need to get through. Alright, there we go. Now let's take out our slingshot. See, we're still using the slingshot even though we're outside the Great Deku Tree. I'll take that heart, because why not? Even though I don't really need it. I mean, like, I wasn't at full hearts, but I'm about to recover hearts in other ways. Wait, in like just a few minutes. Plus, this game isn't too hard. Like, it's not like the easiest Zelda game in the world. Like, honestly, like, another complaint is this game is too easy. But, Wind Waker is easier for you, and easier for me. And it's my favorite Zelda game behind Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you, even though everyone hates you. You've done well to come all the way up here, Link. This is the summit of the Sacred Death Mountain. Putut, it is said that the clouds surrounding this peak reflect the condition of Death Mountain. When they look normal, it is at peace. Climbing all the way here just proves how smart you are. Now I want to see you make another smart move. The Great Fairy lives on this mountaintop, and she will give you a new skill. She's the leader of the fairies, you know. Who? I will perch here and wait for you. When you're ready to go back down, I can help you. Now get going. Alright, so first I want to go in here. And this is Death Mountain Crater. Link, it's hot in here. We can't stay here for long. Yeah, so we will burst into flames when that timer runs out. But so we might want to make this quick. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's hurry. Okay. Okay, it's a race to beat the timer. I think I can do it. I mean, we're actually pretty close to the exit. Yeah, we got plenty of time. Since we have plenty of time, let's roll into this box that should be bursting into flames. Oh, there's a gold skulltula here. Yeah, I planned on getting the crater gold skulltulas later, but hey, we got one right there. Okay, now let's blow this place up. And here, we have the Great Fairy's Fountain. So now, let's take out our Ocarina and play Zelda's Lullaby. And our reward for doing that is... sexualized characters in kids' games! Just look at Link's face! Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Power. And I am wearing leaves for clothes. I'm going to grant you a sword technique. Receive it now. The N64 version was rated E, guys. You mastered the secret sword technique of the spin attack. Hold B to charge your weapon, release B to unleash a wave of energy with your spin. If you want to release your energy without charging your weapon, just rotate the control stick once and press B for a very effective quick spin. Alright, so she's explaining it'll use magic power, so we just got ourselves a magic meter. Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in on a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. She'll surely grant you another new power. The battle has made you wary. Please come back to see me. No, I do not, because you are creepy and underdressed. Alright, so if we charge up our spin attack, we can do that. And we can do an orange one if we charge longer. Or if you don't want to use magic and do it quicker, you can just spin the control stick while pressing B. And that's rather easy to do on a GameCube controller. Because you got like these, like, the control stick is shaped more like a octagon. I'm counting the sides, it's an octagon. So it's kind of easy to do a complete circle. Anyway, let's talk to the owl again. Hoot. Well, looks like you've grown up a little from the Great Fairy's power. But you still don't really look like the hero who will save Hyrule. That is rude, but it's the truth. At least not yet. If you're going back down the mountain, I can lend you a wing. Come here and grab my talons. Hold on tight. Hoot! Alright, let's grab a ride. Let's see, a nice view of a mountain that doesn't have a lot of color, but who cares? I bet, like, back when this game came out, everyone was like, oh my gosh, this game looks so real. It's like realistic models. But by today's standards, it looks kind of crappy. But, you know, it kind of gives me a sense of nostalgia, like the graphic style. Like, even though I didn't grow up with this game, like, the art style makes me feel nostalgic. I think it's just like the N64 era that can do that for me. Alright, there's like a bridge or something we want to drop down on. Yeah, right down here. Alright, no. Climb back up. Go down. And here, you get a piece of heart. Now you've collected 3 pieces, and another one will, yeah, blah, blah, blah. How many gold sculptures do we have, by the way? Alright, 17. We're almost ready for our next upgrade. First, I'm gonna go get another gold sculpture, and I did say we were gonna play a minigame this episode, but it looks like we might not have enough time. Like, I thought that we would get through all this other side questy stuff and the boss much quicker, but guess not. But hey, at least I can delay something I am not looking forward to. Let's just go ahead and get rid of you guys. Okay, I was trying to avoid taking damage, but oh well. And here we get another gold sculptula. And it's not very clear, but this wall is climbable. But like, if you didn't know that the wall is climbable, don't worry. There is a way to grab faraway objects, but like, it'll be an item we're getting later. So it's not bad game design because it's just a secret that can get it earlier than you think you can. So anyway, I think we've been running on long enough, so I'm gonna end the episode here. And man, the sunset is so beautiful. Like, Kakariko looks so beautiful. Even for an N64 game that looks old and crappy, it still looks so good. It makes me feel nostalgic even though I didn't grow up with this game. It's just the look of it and the music. Ocarina of Time just still has that magic that caught kids back in the day. Captures me in the 21st century. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below and subscribe if you haven't already. And next time on Ocarina of Time, we're going to be doing some more side questing, and maybe we'll get back to the main story. Until then, I've been Ryan1. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.